Okay, so anyone of the class, so what is a redshift or any idea about this one?
Sir,
Okay, so can you please answer?
redshift. In 1910s, Vistus Leafer and Carl Wilhelm Wirtz measured the wavelength of light from spiral nebulae, which are interstellar clouds of dust and ionized gases. They discovered that the light from the nebulae increased in wavelength.
Okay, so that's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you for your idea. Okay, so in the 1980s, according to this pieces of evidence, Vistus Leafer and Carl Wilhelm Wirth, so they are the two persons who measure the wavelength of light from spiral nebula, which are in stellar clouds of dust and ionized gases. So they discovered that the light from the nebula increased in wavelength, and that's you are truly correct. Okay, so here is the next picture. Can you see this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you say this one, so do you have any idea, class, about this background of radiation?
Sir?
Okay, so Kenneth, can you please give an idea about what is background radiation? Okay. Or Jayo, do you have the idea about the spec picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you please share to the class?
The background radiation explained that when an object gets closer to us, its light waves are compressed into shorter wavelengths, or blue shifted because blue light has the shortest wavelength in the visible region. On the other hand, when an object moves away from us, its light waves are stretched into longer wavelengths. Sample red shifted because red has the longest wavelength in the visible region. That's all, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. So I know that this is very much all of us really know what is radiation, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's it. So that's really great. So the third one, which is the abundance of light elements. So did you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you say abundance of light elements, so when you heard the word elements, so what comes in your mind first? Okay,
Sir?
so any idea what is elements? Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
any idea about this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is elements, by the way, class? Okay, so what is elements, class?
So, for me, sir, based on the Big Bang Theory, after the Big Bang, there is a two fundamental abundant element that has been formed in the universe, and that is commonly known as the hydrogen and the helium. That's all, sir.
Okay, so thank you. That's really great answer. So yeah, when you say elements, there are a lot of elements here in the Earth, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here in Big Bang Theory, so Big Bang Theory cannot exist without some elements or without all the elements that can be found here in Earth or in the universe, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when we say the abundance of light elements, it's okay, so let's give first the meaning. What is the nucleosynthesis? Because nucleosynthesis is part of the abundance of light elements, okay? Okay, so when we say nucleosynthesis, it is the process of producing the light elements during the Big Bang expansion. In the beginning, the universe was very hot matter that was fully ionized and dissociated. Few seconds after the start of the Big Bang, the universe was filled with protons. Okay, so when we say protons, what is that?
It is a positive charge.
Okay, so very good. How about neutrons?
It is a neutral charges.
Okay, so neutral. When you say neutral, it has a positive or
Negative
negative.
charges.
How about the electrons, guys?
It is a negative charges. Negative
Okay.
energy.
Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so after the first 3 minutes, the universe cooled down to a point where atomic nuclei can form. So protons and neutrons combine to form atomic nuclei such as the deuterium. Okay? Okay. However, the temperature of the universe. So when we heard temperature, so what comes first in your mind, guys? Temperature. So as of the moment, so we are facing this pandemic, right?
Yes, sir.
So as we encountered, if we are going to mall, so before we entered inside the mall, so the guard or some personnel in the mall will have a temperature check, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that temperature, that's one of the example of the why Big Bang Theory exists, because when we have the elements, when we have the temperature, these are the things that can be measured of how is Big Bang Theory exist in the universe. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. So for this time, so we will have the. Okay, so just give me a quick moment here.
Yes, sir. Yes, you may.
Okay, so for this time, we will have the. Okay, so we will have the review. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so actually we discussed the Big Bang Theory. What is the Big Bang Theory? What are the pieces of evidence of Big Bang Theory? What are the information of what is theory all about? And how Big Bang Theory exists in the universe, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, so before we proceed to the another activity, I just want to ask you, what topic we discussed today?
Sir,
Okay.
our topic that we discussed today is all about the Big Bang Theory and the formation of light.
Oh, excellent. What are the pieces of evidence supporting the Big Bang Theory without looking here at the front?
Sir, the pieces of evidence supporting Big Bang Theory are occurrence of redshift, background radiation, and abundance of light elements.
Okay, great job, class. So for the application, so I need to measure, or I need to know that you already understand what I discussed to you. Okay, so you are going to perform a group activity, and I will divide you into groups. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start. So by counting from the left side, start counting 1.
1,
Next.
2,
Okay, another.
3,
1 to 2 only because you are two groups. Okay, again.
1,
Okay.
2, 1, 2.
Okay, so all the group 1, you will provide an overview of the proof for the Big Bang model through group work discussion for 10 minutes and present it in front of the class. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So make sure group 1 that you will discuss all about the proof of Big Bang Theory, because later you will present it in the class. Okay?
Yes,
And
sir.
I will be scoring you by hour or a criteria for that one. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next, for the group 2, you will write reactions involving the nucleosynthesis, okay, of the first elements in a 5 minutes essay format and present it in front of the class. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. So I hope that all of this activity that I give to you will be the learnings, because I know all of you class really understand what I discussed earlier, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. So since we already done in discussing about the Big Bang Theory, so can you please copy and answer the three questions? Okay, the first question, we have the explaining the importance of Big Bang Theory. Second, how Big Bang Theory does exist. Third, who theorized that the universe began from a single primordial atom, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so get one whole sheet of paper. And for the number one, this is 200 maximum words. Okay, make sure that, and your answers here for number one is actually maximum for 200 words. Okay, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. So, since we already done for the discussion, I have a assignment for you. For tomorrow, you will pass it. Since today is um, Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
Thursday, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Thursday or Friday? Friday.
Friday, sir.
Because tomorrow
Sorry.
is Saturday. Okay. So okay. So if we don't have class tomorrow, right, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you will pass the assignment on Monday. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your assignment is all about an infographic. So you will make an infographics about the timeline of Big Bang Theory, and the words must be brief and concise. So make sure that the words and the words must be brief and concise. So meaning the words must be short, and that's really have learnings, very informative. Okay, and
Yes,
you can
sir.
just research it to to the internet. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
make sure if you will research all the informations about your assignment, make sure that you paraphrase it correctly. You filtered all the information that you need to answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, class. So um is there any questions, any inquiries, any clarifications about our discussions for today?
None so far, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. So by the way, if you want to, to study about the Big Bang Theory again, and you want for any, materials that you will find some information, you will actually buy a periodic table, and this is actually 15 pesos in the store, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the periodic table of elements, you can buy this one, okay? Okay, so since you don't have any concern about our discussion for today, so thank you very much, class, for listening. And did you understand well what's
Yes,
the
sir.
discussion all about?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for today's discussion, I will not take too much of your time because I know that you have another class for the next session, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so goodbye, class.
Goodbye, sir.
Okay, so goodbye and thank you once again.